We put in work and here's the proof. What you want?
I'm making moves, punching in.
I'm on it too.
I'm in the gym.
I'm in the stew.
It's hunting season.
Where's the food?
We push each other daily, level up.
Cause that's what brothers do.
Clock in.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, buddy.
Episode 8.
Yes, sir.
Episode 8. Coming off the B-Day.
30, right?
We already talked about this last week. I'm
Happy-
29, man.
So you're 30. Yeah, we did talk about it, but we won't harp on that.
Hey, shout out to all the B-Day love on IG, text messages, Facebook. Got a lot of love. It's always awkward when someone who you don't know says happy birthday.
Or
You
when
know what I'm saying?
like you're talking about like when somebody texts you and you don't have the number. That happens to me all the time.
I'm talking about, I'm not as big time as you, so I'm not on that. But
Whatever.
social media, right? So like, you know, there's people who change their name to like Moneybags Jackson
What kind of name was
on
that?
Facebook though. On Facebook.
First of all, you shouldn't add that person if that is his name. It's probably spelled.
I added them in 08 and they just switched their name. What am I supposed to do? Or on IG, someone who you don't follow but you may know, and you got to go look to see who it is. But look, shout out to y'all.
Question:
Appreciate
do you try to respond to like all the messages?
On IG, I do. On Facebook, I just like it typically. Or
Yeah.
people that like if my cousin or like my aunt or uncle says happy birthday,
personalized.
I feel like I gotta, you know what I'm saying, say happy birthday. But
It was good though. You had a good birthday.
it was good, man.
overall?
With the IHOP,
That's
you
my
know,
spot,
worked on some stuff with E and U. You know, clocked in on my birthday.
Yeah. Speaking of that,
Lifestyle
I
doesn't-
got something for that, man.
Yeah, we got some good for y'all today, man, and excited for y'all to experience it. But
Wait, hold on. Before we get into whatever we're getting into, I think it was episode 6 when we were talking about nicknames.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, Marshall doesn't really have a nickname. Well, he has a nickname, but
It's more unique to certain groups of people. I
Yeah,
don't have like
yeah.
a common nickname.
but you know, myself and E, we worked on something for you, man. So we got a nickname
All right,
for you.
let me know, man.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Why yes. Your
All right,
new nickname.
You got to explain
Your
to
new
the
nickname.
people.
Well, again, his middle name is Cedric,
Yep.
and you know, you said a couple episodes ago you only let the ladies call you that, and I get it, I respect that, but you know, I felt like this was the perfect spinoff. So your new nickname is now Cedrico. I killed that accent.
You
too,
did though, and I'm from Herndon, and Herndon's about 65% Hispanic. So
Cedrico, man.
shout out
How does
to
that
Herndon,
feel?
man.
How does that feel? Do you
I'm
like
rocking
it?
with it, man. I'm
Okay.
rocking with it.
So
Appreciate you, man.
you guys will hear a lot of that.
I
that drop.
I might change my IG name to that.
You should.
Federico 5.
That's a dope name too. Any like
That might be my son's name. For real.
any like Latino?
I gotta find a Hispanic.
Yeah. All right,
Let me
relax,
chill out.
relax.
All right, yeah.
Let's get into it, man. Come on. Let's get into it.
But look, I did want to share this because I thought it was powerful. There was a guy who was our youth pastor, Lee Jones. You were young, like
I remember
you were probably
Kim
like
and
3 or
Lee, yeah, I
4
remember
when they
that.
moved to Philly, and he responded on Facebook and was like, "Man, I remember when you told me 5 things that you were gonna do when you turned 5, and things you wanted to do in life." And I was like, "Do you remember what they were?" And he was like, "You were ambitious. Something about going to school, playing basketball, and maybe starting your own company." And I don't talk to this dude I haven't talked to him in years, for real.
Yeah.
And I've done all that. So
That's amazing.
it's crazy, man, how the power of spoken word, whether you realize what you're saying or not, it goes a long way, man. And I thought it was cool because I didn't know what he was going to say. I thought he was going to be like, I don't know, get a Power Ranger costume or something.
Right.
and he wouldn't gas it and just make that up. So I'm assuming that's actually what I said, but it's just crazy, man, because 29 now, and I think I said this on one of the podcasts, but Jesus didn't start his ministry till he was like 33. Martin Luther King didn't really start his movement till he was in his early 30s. So for those of you who are in your late 20s, early 20s, even 30s and 40s,
Still so young.
still so much time. Colonel Sanders started his company when he was like 65. So
Colonel Sanders he's been 65 plus for like 60 years.
That's a fact. And we had KFC yesterday too.
We did.
Off the strength, but yeah, man. I know we wanted to kind of talk about how we clocked in this week, because that's really what the IG page originated from, was us tagging people talking about I clocked in this way, fitness wise. So what'd you get into this week, man?
Yeah, I mean the typical try and get my workouts in throughout the week. But one thing I did every day this week, I just took like 20 minutes, to myself, whether it was praying, meditating, whatever you want to call it, but just 20 minutes, just silent. I turned the TVs off, turned my phone off, and just kind of sat there in my thoughts.
That's big.
Because, man, like, you get so caught up in the day and what's going on in the world, and you don't take that time to yourself to just relax and stop what you're doing. So that was a highlight for me, man. Just taking that time to myself and okay, let's relax, man.
Right.
And it's so helpful because you need that, man. You need a break
For your mental health, man.
Yeah, for your mental. And it just it just restarts things, restarts your mind, refreshes your mind, and it was great, man. Like it made my week go so much smoother. When you have a lot on your mind and you're busy,
right?
That's when the stress builds up. So I would encourage and advise people 20 minutes. It could even be a power nap. Like I knew somebody who would take a power nap for like 20 minutes every day, and just that recharge, man. You need it. So that was a highlight for me, man. It wasn't even about workouts and all that good stuff, but it was a mental clock in.
Right.
You know what I mean? You
helped me out just now because, I talked about how I usually start my day thinking about what do I need to accomplish, and not that that's a bad thing, but you really needed to start the day. Honestly, if you're a believer in Christ, with God first, and or just chilling, just sitting and being quiet.
Yeah, just sit there.
and I tried to do that probably 3 months ago. I had this little a book I read that talked about the importance of it, but I'm I'm always all right, let's just start getting it done. But eventually you're gonna burn yourself out, man, mentally, and I needed to hear that because it's not something that I've done consistently. And I know with you being a father now, you really need to take that time to yourself, because when you got little man with you,
he's on go.
Yeah, he's
on go.
He's 0 to 100. So, that's big, man. For me, workout wise, man, was a little bit different. In May and June, I was Marcus Berry for those 2 months. Shout out to Marcus, man. He's in here with us.
Yeah.
That's family, man.
And wait, hold on. We forgot to do this again. Forgot to intro ourselves. What are we 15 minutes in?
Yeah, we do this every time.
Can y'all gotta help us out, man? Remind us.
Come on, Nico, man. What's
Shouts out to
It's
always me, bro.
Nah, I'm messing. But Marshall Hamilton, aka Cedrico.
Nah, I won't play the drop. That's we'll play it. But Austin Hamilton here, aka Ham, aka Boogie, aka Mr. Get It Done. I'm having a new nickname every episode.
That's a new one. I like that.
Or at least I'm gonna try.
I like that.
Mods drops for you, man.
Yeah.
Mods version of your job.
Let's get it.
Yeah, Austin needs a drop. But
definitely.
Yeah, man, I was running a lot. Shout out to Troy Dockett and the Earners Company. So he has his own clothing line. Everything's better when it's earned. Has some dope apparel. And he put us in a Nike Run Club group, and you know I'm competitive, so I was like, yeah, like that's a bet. Let's get it. So this month I focused more on getting back into strength training. So our apartment gym opened back up. I'm usually the only one in there. So been lifting like
That's
3
love.
times a week. Did a body weight workout. There's some like little pull up bars near my apartment. Doing that in the heat is different, bro. Like doing it at the gym is tough, but in the heat, like
It's a different
that bump
sweat.
is different. It's
a
very different.
sweat.
And then
Don't you feel better though?
yeah, absolutely.
Like-
Being out in nature, man.
Marcus, you run a lot. Don't you feel better when you just like the outside sweat is different? I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like a full cleanse. I don't know.
Yeah, it feels like you're getting rid of like toxins.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I hoop today, which is, you know, always good cardio. So
Yeah.
been a solid week, man. Outside of all that, you know, we have some business ventures that we're working on with our brothers that, you know, on ice right now. So working on a website for that. Stay tuned. You know, we might have them on the pod very soon. So yeah, man, it was a good week overall.
Yeah.
Birthday was good. You know, still clocked in on it, and looking forward to this week, man, and seeing what comes out of it.
Speaking of, you know, clocking in with your workouts and stuff, did you get caught in that storm the other day?
Yeah, man, and you know what? I was going to talk about that, so this is a good
Great
good
segue.
segue. So, it was on my birthday, and I was coming from Alexandria to Herndon. For those who don't know, that's about a 30-minute drive, and this storm came out of nowhere. Like it wasn't supposed to rain until
Yep, I was in it.
like 4 p.m. and this is like 2:30. It's pouring, and I'm on the Beltway, right? Like 4 lanes. Usually people are zooming, and people started pulling over. And I was like, "Look, I'm not gonna stop, man. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna just keep going. I'm in this little, you know, Toyota Corolla. It's pouring, but you know, honestly, it's like I've driven in the rain before. I got somewhere to be, and unless I'm endangering myself and others, like I'm just gonna get to my point B." And I thought about that, man, when it comes to life. And a lot of people, when the storm hits, they pull over, they stop, and you know they have a goal that they're trying to reach to. They have a destination, a journey, and every time a storm comes, they get fearful, and then they pull over. And then there are people who they just keep driving through it. Even if you drive at 10 miles per hour,
You're still going.
you're still going.
Still going.
You're still going. And, you know, COVID was a storm, man.
Still is
COVID,
a
racial
storm.
injustice,
We're
all
still-
this has
we're
been a
still in it.
storm.
We're still in it.
And my question is, how many of y'all pulled over? Or did you keep driving through it? Because on the other side of a storm, there's always going to be sunshine, right? Some of the most beautiful
That
rainbows is after a storm.
Yeah.
But
That pot of gold, man.
that pot of gold,
It's there.
man, and you know, even in sports, we talk about we got to weather the storm when the team goes on a run. Like we got to weather the storm. Like keep pushing. And it's funny. I actually started typing as I was driving in the storm about what I wanted to say on this podcast because I'm like, this is powerful. I'm looking and people are just pulling over. And it's like 5 cars, me and like 4 other cars just driving.
Just to remind you guys, don't text and drive.
Yeah,
bro.
that's a horrible example. I
Everything
should've
else
done
is
it.
fire.
Everything
but
else
that
is,
part, don't do that.
Yeah,
part.
don't duplicate that at all. But I was like, I have this thought in my mind. I need to like jot it down. So I was like, you know, this would be a good topic to talk about on the pod because, you know, some of us are in storms, man, and you know, just don't stop. Like keep driving.
I had a similar situation, but I was running. Dog,
Oh,
I wish I had a Nico, man. I should have just called you and be like, yo, you need to film this, dog. But yeah, same sentiments, man. Like I'm running, and you know, I can see the storm brewing. I'm just like, whatever. Like, might be something light, but start seeing lightning and thundering, and honestly, it got me hyped. Like, I started going even faster, dog. Like for real. And my thought was just like, you know, we have to be comfortable, you know, in the uncomfortable
Right, in the
situations.
storm.
In the storm. And I was comfortable, dog. Like, I was hitting my strides. But yeah, it's a great metaphor to life and pushing through something, man. Because that's what it's about. We're in a storm now with COVID, things that are going on in the world. But how are you gonna maneuver through that? You ever seen Luke Cage? That show?
Yeah.
I love that show because there's a lot of good messages in that. But his tagline is always forward.
Yep.
And that's so powerful to me. And that's how we all need to take that, that mentality. When something happens, all right, well, you may not go at that same speed, but keep going.
Right.
It's that same the story with the tortoise and the hare.
Yep.
The tortoise was going super slow, but he didn't stop.
No matter what the conditions were,
he ended up winning the race. So yeah, man, that's a powerful experience. That it's just beautiful how like life can put you in situations like that,
teach you things,
and teach you that like it's just rain, it's just a storm, But if I can run through this, I can run through anything. Right. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm encouraging all of you guys, man, just to, like you said, weather the storm, and if you're ever going through something, just have that mentality of always forward.
And if you're gonna stop, make it a NASCAR pit stop. Like stop, get what you need to get right, and then now you're even more prepared to win that race, right? But don't stop with the intentions to quit.
No,
like stop because all right, I need to readjust some things, and then I need to move forward even better. And I think our mentality, I'm gonna give credit to our older brother Brandon, because do you remember when we were at Haley Smith Park? It's a park near our house, basketball court, and we were clocking in, like we've been talking about. Like we've been clocking in for a long time, and we saw the storm coming, and our first instinct was, "Yo, let's go home." Mm-hmm. Like we see it coming, let's go home. And he was like, "Nah, like there's some kid in here."
I used to be terrified of thunderstorms.
Yeah,
I was such a
when he was in the house. When he was in the house, he was terrified. God. Yeah, Austin was soft, man, but that's neither here nor there. He's different now.
Come on, man, don't play me like that.
He's different now, but
got hard, man. You got hard.
Yeah, he grew out of it.
I weathered the storm, man.
He grew out of it, but
I can't even lie. I still be getting a little frightened.
Not emotional.
Hey, when that joint comes, I be like, oh,
a little PTSD.
Yeah, man.
But he was like, nah, man, like we gonna keep working. Starting to rain a little bit. We're still working, and then it just started pouring. And this is probably another reason why you're scared of thunderstorms, because when it happened, me and Brandon dipped. Like we were out, and thankfully it was like a block away from our house.
Yeah.
My mom knew where we were. She had the door open already, and me and Brandon, we left this guy just in the dust. He's like 6, you know what I'm saying? And we just sprinted to the house.
It was
Austin was like 30 seconds behind us, terrified. And of course, mom's yelling at us because we're like, where's Austin at, right?
I left the baby, man.
And we're like, he's back there somewhere.
I'm just in there,
but
getting
he's
smacked
getting
in my face and with the rain,
right? Yeah,
crying.
He was sick after that, but yeah, man, that mentality I think started there, because it was kind of like, don't let the rain stop us from doing what we got to do to get to where we want to go.
No.
But
great analogy, man.
Yeah, man, it just came to me. We did something different, man, and shout out to Braden Smelts, one of my former coworkers at Deltec, who was like, look, y'all should do like a clock-in playlist, like your top 10 songs, kind of like what Obama does and his wife does, like their summer playlist. So I wanted to talk a little bit about your top 10 and my top 10. And just to clarify, this isn't like our top 10 songs. This is like when we're working out and we need that extra reps, some extra, that boost, that edge. Like this is our go-to song. So I'll let you start with yours.
Yeah.
And you can kind of talk about like why you chose those songs.
Number one, I've got, of course, the intro that you guys hear before every episode, the Clock In intro from Joseph Day and Zell. And, I mean, I said this earlier on, but when I first heard that joint, I ran another mile. That's how hyped that song gets me. And listen to the words too, man. Like,
yeah, it's a powerful message.
Yeah, they're really getting after it in that, and you know that song is special, obviously because it's dedicated to what we're doing and what the message that we're trying to give to the world. So I listen to that every day.
Hold on. We got to talk about what our goal is. We're trying to get Dame Lillard to get on the remix.
Man,
So Joe Day, who's one of the rappers on that track, actually won a contest with Damian Lillard's 4-bar Fridays that he does on social media. He got invited to Dame's album release party like 3 years ago. So we're like, look, Dame, we need you on this remix. And honestly, it kind of aligns to what he talks about in general. So apply that pressure. Everyone DM Dame and be like,
please,
look,
we need that, man.
get on this remix.
I whenever he posts music, because I'm a big fan of his music, whenever he posts something, I'll repost it, and he'll share it, and then he'll like my messages. So he be saying me, man. I'm gonna keep applying that pressure.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, shout out to Dame, man. Good luck in the bubble. I know you're gonna kill that. All right, so number 2, I've got Nipsey Hussle, Blue Laces 2. I mean, that was probably when that album came out. That's been on repeat since. Obviously, and what happened to Nip was a travesty, and we were all devastated by it. But he was probably one of the smartest guys in the game.
Right.
Too smart. And I won't get into that, but his messages. And his tagline about the marathon continues, that goes on in line with what we were just talking about.
Right, and Marcus, really, you've been on Nip for a minute, and I've seen Marcus post about Nip way before he passed.
Yeah,
and I didn't really get on Nip for real till he died. I mean, I had some of his stuff, but anyways, I'll let you continue.
I mean, that's one of my favorite songs ever, one of my favorite albums ever. So yeah, check out Nipsey Hussle. Victory Lap is the album. Victory Lap. Number 3, The Mob, Lil Wayne. That came out
05, bro.
05.
My freshman year.
That song will just put you in a zone that is scary. Like that's how clocked in you get into when you listen to that song. His wordplay, his flow, crazy. And Lil Wayne, for me, is probably top 3.
Especially that version.
Because he went
Dedication 2.
He went on a tear, man.
Carter 2.
He went on a run that, not many artists have done.
No.
So that's number 3. Number 4, Santorini, Greece, Rick Ross. Probably the hardest beat ever. Shout out to Bink. And Ross is just, his delivery is just flawless. Like, that luxurious just style of rap is different, man. Big Ross fan. Number 5, legendary, Wale. Wale being a DMV guy, I've been listening to Wale since like Uptown Roamers. People might not.
People don't know about Uptown Roamers, man. Hate Is New Love. Yep. Paint a Picture.
Paint a Picture.
Dig Dug.
And yeah, that song came out, I think, when I was in college, 2011.
Yeah, that was an Ambition album. Yeah.
And I immediately was talking to whoever made our like mixtape, our pregame warm up, whatever. I was like, yo, we need this on there. And that song again, he's got a great message about it. Like he doesn't care about the money, the fame. He's just caring about leaving his legacy. Mm-hmm. And another powerful song.
Underrated album too. Ambition is crazy. Yeah. That album's crazy.
Ghost Spirit, Dame Dollar. We already shouted him out, but Dame can really flow, man. Like he's legit. And that joint, he's got Raphael Sadiq on it, another legend. That joint is crazy, dog. I listen to that.
Is Raphael a DC guy?
Raphael Sadiq.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it. Yeah, is he a DC guy or nah?
I think you're thinking Raheem Devon.
Raheem
Yeah,
Devon.
yeah.
But yeah, that song's crazy. Hush, you put me on to
Jackie Hill Perry.
Jackie Hill Perry, Christian rapper. She's got a flow, dog. She's got a crazy flow.
She's different.
She's
Better than Nicki.
Oh, she
Ned,
destroyed any of them.
Like her flow.
She's in that Rhapsody class.
Yeah.
Like that's when I heard her. I was like, "Yo, is this Rhapsody?" She can go, man. Like, and it's not even people. People get confused with like Christian rap. They're thinking it's just all Jesus and blah blah blah. Like, nah. Like, she's spitting real stuff. There's no cussing.
Right. Exactly.
Like, whew, she's a problem, man. Shout out to you for putting me on. Humble Lil Baby. That joint is crazy. That's for all the youngins. And I'm not even into like
The mumble rap. And
yeah,
all that.
but that joint will put you
If
in
it
the
cranks,
zone,
it
too.
cranks.
Yeah, that joint cranks. Shout out to Lil Baby. Daily Duppy, Jay Haas. This is for my UK fan.
Yeah,
right
I don't
here.
know. I didn't know who that was.
Check that out, man. He's tough. He's flowing on that joint too. Again, like when you hear UK rap, you thinking it's just like Stormzy and those type of guys and that grime type of vibe. But nah, he's flowing. He reminds me like a UK Meek in a way. So definitely check him out. And then I probably should have had this higher on the list, but Brighter Day, Kurt Franklin. When you
That's a
put
sleeper pick.
when you put that song on,
Boom, boom.
oh my goodness,
boom,
you just want to get a little bop
Yeah,
going.
you got it though. You got though the show. Just get your
Man.
shoulders going, man.
Kirk he's probably the DJ Khaled of
Oh, absolutely.
gospel.
He's a Diddy for real, for real.
Yeah, he might be.
Like as far as like the impact on the business, because Khaled hasn't impacted the business the way
That's
like
true.
Diddy has.
Yeah, you're right.
As far as like style and like getting people hyped, like yeah, definitely Khaled.
Oh,
He's a blend between Khaled and Diddy. I feel like
that battle between him and Fred Hammond, crazy.
both have crazy amount of hits.
Man, their discography is ridiculous. So yeah, man, that's my list. Yeah, check out those songs, check out those albums, and yeah,
You'll be clocked in.
definitely.
So number one for me, clocking intro, gotta
Got
do
to.
it.
Got to, man.
Herndon has a lot of talent, man. Marcus is in here.
Yes, sir.
Marcus's
Say that one more
flow
time.
is crazy. The Gray album is crazy. He
Yep.
has other newer projects. Zell just came out with a new project. Zell Angelo,
Yes, sir.
that joint, that talk. Honestly, I may have thrown that joint on there if it
Yeah,
came out sooner.
That's true.
That's
true.
Joe Day, we got a lot of talent. So wanted to showcase them, but they can actually flow. Like if I didn't know these dudes, I would have been like, yo,
Crazy.
these dudes got bars. Dreams and Nightmares. Come on, man.
Yeah.
And this wasn't like a competition. This is just us
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
like our favorite, but it's like a minute 28 when the beat drops.
You almost lose control of everything.
I probably scare people in the gym when that joint drops.
Like when that joint drops, like all bets are off.
And when you can
I
play that in a club,
I have no control over myself.
when you play that in a club, and you can like play that you can play that joint in any setting. And one of my guys, Jamal, was like, even females are rapping hard to that joint.
For real, my girlfriend, like she knows the words to that.
Yeah, like, man, that puts you in another zone. So Dreams and Nightmares, Lord knows, Drake and Rick Ross.
Ross, man.
And we grew up on gospel, so when they throw a gospel sample on there with the drums, and then when Rick Ross comes on,
He's got to me, he's got besides like Hove, Jay-Z, he's got the best delivery. Like
it's up there. It's up there for sure. But that, when I first heard that,
crazy.
you want to talk about on repeat? My bounce.
He's an intro king.
Oh yeah. Him and Meek.
Intro king.
Him and Meek. But my vertical goes up about 4 inches when I listen to that song. That and when cheerleaders came in the gym. When
that's
cheerleaders
funny.
came in the gym after practice.
Wait, hold on. We gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about that, man.
Am I lying?
When the cheerleaders,
Hold on. Hold on. So all right, we had a small gym, right? So you can see the cheerleaders waiting in like the window or whatever.
Yeah.
And after practice when they come in, because coach, we come in, Sarah, whatever, and then we in practice. And usually we stick around and shoot around. When the cheerleaders came in after us, it turned into a dunk contest.
Facts. Even if you couldn't dunk.
People who couldn't dunk were dunking. People who couldn't dunk, all of a sudden, were getting up there. People were doing windmills.
Man.
It literally was a dunk contest.
That's so true.
So, when that testosterone's up, you know what I'm saying? That bounce goes up. There's a direct correlation. This is a fact. I'm a Boss, Meek Mill's number 4.
Okay.
That's another one.
Was that off Self-Made?
I'm a Boss was on Self-Made, but then it was also on Dream Chasers 2, I think. Because there's 2 versions. I have both versions on my playlist just because, I got to hear that gangsta, Grizzills. But Meek... that DJ Drama. First of all, DJ Drama's intros are crazy too.
Drama got a tape coming out at the end of the month. I cannot wait.
Oof.
Cannot wait.
When DJ Drama talks before a track, he just sounds like, I don't even know how to describe it, bro. But these industry, you know what? Can't mess with us.
The ultimate hype man.
The ultimate hype man. Like if I'm rapping, like if DJ Drama is introducing me, I gotta have bars after that.
Yeah.
He's basically saying everyone else that's not on this track is trash, and everyone on this track is the best out in the game, and I'm the best in the game too. So
he kind of sound like Brucey B with the cadence, but yeah, man, y'all do your homework on that one. But Drama, big shouts.
Drama is different, man. So it could be the same track, and you throw Drama on it, and it's a different track. Ale Boumaye.
Oof. Again,
oh my goodness.
all these have Ross on it.
Yeah, Ross is a common denominator.
Telling y'all, man, he don't get enough love.
2 Chainz is another one who doesn't get the love he deserves. 2 Chainz can flow, and he can hoop.
He can.
And he was like a straight A student.
And he's like 6'8".
He's 6'7". He can do it all, but that one is crazy. Last of a Dying Breed with Ludacris and Lil Wayne. I think for me, the way the song starts out is like the theme.
Yeah.
Because all them joints, the build up to when the beat
build
drops,
is so important. Gotta have a dope build up.
Momentum by Quantrell. That's a low key joint. I don't really know he's a regular artist, but he doesn't really cuss a ton. But the message is dope. It just talks about how the people around him, he keeps a circle that is all winning. We're all gonna win. And, keep that momentum going. No Statement by Joey Vantez, No Big Deal, Aaron Cole, and John Keefe. These guys would be considered Christian rappers. All Can Flow, Beat is Crazy.
Give those Christian rappers a chance, man. I'm telling you, it's not out there throwing Bible verses in your face.
It's not 05 Christian rap.
Yeah, these dudes can actually spit, and they're talking about real stuff.
Right.
There's just no cussing.
And their production is just like these regular rappers. The Mob, Lil Wayne, you talked about that, and then Hustle Hard remix.
I love Ace Hood, man.
Ace Hood is
he's a Christian rapper.
He basically is a Christian rapper. Ace Hood will start off a track and be like, "Thou shalt not kill, but I'm gonna kill all these ninjas." on God, on my mom.
Yo, that's so true. Rick Ross
too.
Would do that too.
They'll throw out a full Bible verse,
yeah,
and then disrespect the same verse a second later.
That's facts.
But Ace Hood is the only guy he's the only rapper who I feel like committed a crime because he had to do it to get out. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like Ace doesn't glorify the trap in the game. He really raps like, look, if I wasn't out in these streets, like mom wasn't gonna eat. Like I didn't want to do it. I wanted to be in church.
No, it's true.
Like I wanted to be in church. It was either go to Bible study or flip them keys. And he was like, look, I got flipped at work,
Nah, I
man.
mess with Ace, man. He be clocking in though.
Yeah,
he's in really good shape.
He has he has a separate page now called Ace Hood Fitness. So,
Oh, word.
Nah,
I love Ace.
he's that dude.
Hey guys, thanks for clocking in with us and making it this far into the episode. We want to continue these episodes for as long as possible, but we might need your help. If you click on the description on each episode, you'll find a link that reads support this podcast. If you enjoy keeping up with us, click on that link and you can make a monthly donation. All right, you guys hear enough of me talking anyways, so let's get back into the episode.
Look, man, I wanted to transition, speaking of clocking in, to me running 10 miles. I've done it twice, and a lot of people have been like, wow, that's a lot, man. Like, how'd you do all that? And I wanted to bring this up because, it really taught me a life lesson. The most I had run up until that point was like 5. Mm-hmm. So half of that. And I'm not a runner, right? Like I don't run a lot because I want to. It's because I can't hoop as much as I would like to. That's usually my cardio. But honestly, man, I was fearful of it. I was fearful of it. I was kind of like, man,
I don't blame you, bro. 10 miles.
That's like, that's like 2-3 towns.
Yeah.
That's here to Sterling.
Yeah, like that's 2-3 towns of running. And
so how does that? Do you reach 5 miles and then you just go back? Is that what you do?
So the
Do you have,
first
like, a
time I
trail?
ran 10 miles, I ran with a partner. And actually, there's a good point to that, too. He had run 10 miles before, but he wasn't in the shape that I'm in. So I didn't know where I was going. I had to stick with him. But because I didn't know where I was going, and because I had to stick with him, I had to slow down for him.
Oh, wow.
Which is another life lesson. Like, first of all, if you don't know where you're going, people are going to hold you back.
True.
People are going to hold you back. And if you have to rely on someone else to get you there, then you'll never be in control of your destiny, right? So I ran 5 miles with him, and then we ran 5 miles back.
Yeah.
And it took me 2 hours. It took us 2 hours. And I'm not knocking the dude. Great dude. He...
I mean, 10 miles to even run that, like, that's commendable.
Yeah, man, and it really made me understand what was possible because I had to stop for him like 3 or 4 times. He needed a break, which is, he's an athlete, but not everyone is a runner like that.
Different levels.
Now the next time I run on my own, and I ran the trail I usually run. So if I run that trail, like the trail in the loop that I usually do, that's 2 miles, right? So mentally, I knew exactly what my point B was. Like I do that 5 times, and I'm good.
That matters, yeah.
Mentally, I was like, I just need to keep the same pace. And for me, it's about if I get halfway there, I'm good.
Yep.
And even up until that halfway point, I break it down into benchmarks. Like, all right, after mile 1, I just need to get to the next mile. I'm not worried about like the big 10-mile mark. Now that I knew exactly what it was going to take, and first time running with him, not knowing where I was going and relying on him to get me there, 2 hours. Ran it on my own, 1:23, 8-minute 30 pace. And but I needed. Here's the thing, though. I needed to run with him first for me to break that mental barrier that I could get there.
Yeah.
Once I broke that mental barrier, it was like, all right, bet. Like, I know I can finish. Now I just need to, do it at my own pace. And just focus on the little things, which is keeping the same form. And here's what I thought about mentally, and then I'll ask you, something. The same people like walk that trail, and if I look different to them on mile 2 than I do on mile 8, then that's a problem. They shouldn't be able to recognize that. Oh, damn! Like he's obviously struggling.
Mm-hmm.
They should be like, what? Like, dang, like he looks the same same way he was running mile 3. Like,
Yeah.
how many miles is he at?
Yeah.
So that's another thing. Like, if people see me, am I gonna be like slumped over, like struggling, or am I gonna be doing and looking the same way that I looked at mile 2 on mile 9? So, everyone has a 10-mile mark in their life, man. That you may be fearful of going after, or it seems so big that you're like, can I do this? And I feel like for you, and correct me if I'm wrong, like you getting to the pros, I feel like was kind of like your 10-mile, because you went through a lot, man. And I know you'll talk about it more on another podcast episode, but for you, man, like what would be like your 10-mile
So,
that you've either experienced or that like you're experiencing right now?
It's funny, man. Like, and today actually was living proof that I've conquered that fear. In college, I used to always get. I was a pretty good defender, and I would always get steals and have run out, layups. And I can jump. Like, I've got a pretty good leaping ability. And in college, like in warm ups, I'm dunking. Like, I can do 2-hand, whatever.
Easy.
But in the game, I would just lay it up. Like, I vividly remember playing at San Diego State, and I plucked the point guard at half court, and I set it up to where I was going to dunk it, but I just finger rolled it. And part of it was just like, I just want to finish the layup, and I don't want the coach to get mad at me, for just laying it up.
Right.
But as I, finished college and, continued to play at the pro level, it really started in like an adult league. I just said to myself, you know what, man, like what am I doing? Like I'm dunking easily in warm-ups and all this stuff. Do it in the game.
Yeah.
So I think it was a Y League. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
Playing in a Y League.
Yeah.
It was a championship
game.
Championship
Yeah.
game.
As soon as I walked in, because I came late.
Yeah, I got a steal, 2-hand, and that's what started it, man. So from there on out, like whenever I got a run out, I would just bang it, like 2-hand, 1-hand, and then this past last year, I got 3 dunks, 2 just wide open steal, run out, but then the last game of the season, I got a tip dunk, and that joint was tough.
Tip dunks are different.
That
too.
joint was tough.
They hit different.
So, yeah, man, it just mentally just clicked for me. I'm like, man, I've been putting all this time and work. I've got this ability. I need to walk in my path and show this.
Yep.
And it sounds, kind of small, but it was huge for my confidence, man, and just elevated me. And then I got another story. My freshman year of college, I came in. I would say I was one of the top recruits, and I had a really good year. And I'm watching film with my coach, and we're breaking down the game, and I do like a jab step, and I shoot a 3 and I make it. He stops the film, and he's like, I don't know about that shot. Marcus, you played with me. I've made that shot countless times.
Since he was like 9 years old, 10 years old.
And the fact that, this coach is telling me to not be myself when isn't that why you brought me here? So, I mean, honestly, man, that kind of derailed my career. I battled through injuries and all that stuff, but just kind of having that mental just block.
Yep.
But then my senior year comes, and I'm just like, you know what, man? I'm just going to be me. I'm going to be Aham. The Aham that was a first-team All-Met, that played freshman as a freshman.
Talk that talk.
And then
Talk that talk.
ended up starting
First-team
varsity as
All-State.
a sophomore and was all-district as a sophomore from playing freshman.
Region Player of the Year, junior year.
So, yeah, I'm not here to brag on
year.
myself, but the point is sometimes you just got to realize who you are as a person.
Walk in your talent, man.
Yeah.
Walk in.
And again, fast forward to that film session, to my senior year, and I just finally just like, you know what, man, I'm gonna just be me, and this is a powerful part in the story. My career high was 31 points. My first shot was an air ball. I could have been like, you know what, I'm not feeling it. I'm gonna be passive and, you know, do whatever. But because I made it to myself, like, bump that. Like, I'm going to just be me.
You decided before the game that
Decided
you're
before the game.
You're going to rock like you usually rock.
31 points. So, for all you people that just have doubt in yourself, but you know you have the talent, you know you have the capabilities, forget it, man, because you can do it. And, you know, those two stories, you know, my career high and then the dunking, that was big for me because I overcame that.
Yeah.
But I realized I can do it, man.
Right.
And who knows, man? Maybe I get another shot to keep playing. And
the Nets
this
need
mindset,
you. The Brooklyn Nets need you. They got like
I'll back up Kyrie.
4.5 players right now.
I'll back up Kyrie. But yeah, man, it's just you know, I think I tweeted that story too about, you know, the film session.
Yep.
And people really gravitated towards that. So, like you said, walk in your path, man, because God gave you these talents and abilities for a reason. And I know for me, I'm here to serve people and God. And God gave me that ability to jump, you know, and to be able to dunk.
Right.
And you know, I'd be doing him a disservice if I didn't get that two-handed tip.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's our job to maximize what He gave us.
Yep.
And I went through a similar thing. I'm not going to get into my story for the sake of time, but you just can't let anyone box you in. Like, you got to know who you are, and if those people or that organization isn't letting you be you, this is in any area. Music, a lot of musical artists get stuck in this. People at work, business, it could be your family. Like, be you. It's your duty back to God to maximize what He gave.
Because He created you, and only you. It's only you.
There's only you.
There's no one like you. So be yourself, man. Because again, your uniqueness is special.
And it'll impact a lot of people.
It will, man. I'm telling you.
It'll impact a lot of people. But back to you talking about, you know, you may get another shot. This is the last topic I wanted to talk about. It's the importance of staying ready.
Yeah.
There's a funny story that came out. J.R. Smith, this fool went to the bubble without enough underwear. This fool. All right, here's the caption. J.R. Smith regrets packing only 7 pairs of underwear for NBA bubble. He didn't stay ready, man.
He didn't.
He did not stay ready.
In that regard.
Because
he's been hooping.
He's been hooping. Yeah, he's been working out for the last year and a half without a job.
Yeah.
So he's done the most important clock in. But
sure.
It's just funny because I've done it, man. I forgot belts.
Oh yeah, all the time. I always forget my belt, all the time. I don't know why. It's just such a small thing that like you just don't.
You don't wear it often, so I feel like it's just easy to forget. But nah, man. Staying ready is important in every area of your life. You know, like I said, man, on the IG, I'm not working out for today. I'm working out for 40.
Yep.
I'm working out for, you know, when I have 3 or 4 kids down the road and they're active. Like, my work now is meant to be somewhat residual because nothing's residual when it comes to fitness, but I'm building the foundation so that I don't have to get back into shape.
Yeah.
Just stay in shape. And that's
it's easier.
And that's again and I think the powerful thing about that is I'm not at 40 yet. Right? So with other things in life, like there's goals that you haven't accomplished yet, whether it's 3, 5, 10-year, 1-year goals. You need to stay ready because if God blesses you with that thing today, could you be a good steward of it?
Right.
Not like, oh, I have this opportunity, now I got to get ready. Nah, like you should stay ready so that when that opportunity and that door gets open, it's just you're just doing what you got to do and you're already prepared to succeed, not just like maintain, but like take it to the next level. And one of the things that I saw with Austin, so Austin, after he graduated, and correct me if I'm wrong with all this, Tried to get overseas, hired an agent, ended up getting hurt at an exposure camp, which he would have definitely got a contract out of. And then for the next year, he was working out. Just took little jobs to have some money coming in, but was working out. Then he got the opportunity to come to the UK, kills it over there, comes back, and is like, you know what? I'm going to get a 9-to-5. I need some money and stability. But about 3 months into that, he's like, man, I still can play. So he took a substitute teaching job, but it was just working out, staying ready. And then later that December, he gets an opportunity to play with the TBL, and did his thing over there in Jamestown, New York. And then last summer decided to work for the Redskins. But my point is, he didn't get that opportunity with the TBL or with the UK and say, I got to start working out now.
No.
I got to stop getting shots up. Me and him were in the gym like 2-3 times a week. We were playing pickup like 3-4 times a week.
Playing one-on-one.
Playing one-on-one with pros. So, that's an example of preparing for the blessing. And whether or not he got the blessing or the opportunity, he was going to be better for doing that stuff anyway.
Yeah.
It's just that when that door opened,
that journey
he was ready.
Is so important. And I mean, I still, like I said, I would still love to play. And I'm not gonna, put that.
He can still play pro.
I'm not gonna hang that up.
He's good enough to play at a lot of leagues that other people are.
Sure.
I'm not gonna get into that, but
he's
still the goods.
One day.
He's still the goods.
But yeah, man, it just came down. It was, go back to college. Like, it was almost a fear that, well, I need to make money because that's a stigma, and right now nothing's coming in from the basketball side, so I'm just gonna settle down and get a job. So, when I got my first 9-to-5, and I realized I'm like, I don't want to do this. Like, this isn't me.
Mm-hmm.
I still have a lot left in the tank. So, I quit, and started sub teaching, which was awesome. Met a lot of kids and developed some good relationships. But I knew, and it's just funny how life works, man. Because I would tell the kids like, yeah, I'm gonna play pro basketball, and they saw that, and I just think that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe, hopefully, later down the road, man, they'll think about me and still pursuing my dreams and all that stuff. But it's just funny how God works, because I was there for that reason.
Yep.
To show them that I can give back to you guys, but also motivate you guys and show you that you guys can chase your dreams.
Absolutely.
A lot of those kids, man, I would ask them like, what do you want to do? Like, what are your... And they couldn't answer that.
A lot of adults can't answer that.
That's true.
For real. But
it's like, you're a kid, though. You should have dreams.
Yeah. Yep.
And that was just really discouraging, man. We need to get into that, too, because we need more male, especially African-Americans, and, diverse, just male teachers in our school system.
Yep.
Because I'm telling you, man, it's so important. Like, I worked with the Herndon Middle School for close to a year, just in different stints. But they used to beg me like, you have to work full time. I'm just
I believe it.
That's not what
It's not your calling.
That's not my calling. But yeah, man, I learned so much through that journey, and I'm still learning. But it's just funny because I've always wanted to play, but I haven't fully trusted in God and my plan. But when I did the first 9-to-5, when I quitted that and got that contract, that was a proof that you're doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can do it once, I can definitely do it again.
Oh, easily, man.
So
and
yes,
and
stay
God's
tuned on
plan.
that, man, because I'm not, like I said, I'm not putting it away.
Nah,
'Cause I can still kill a lot of y'all.
we hooped today. He was
Still kill a lot of y'all.
killing.
And I got a dunk today.
He was killing. I was killing the last couple games. I was slumming the first game.
You were.
I was slumming the first 2 games, but had to activate the Cedrico for the last 2 games, man. hey, 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 hey. All right, man.
Federico.
Hey, let's end on that note, man. Everyone stay ready. Clock in, man. Like whatever that 10-mile mark is in your life, start going after it this week. Set some benchmarks, bite-sized pieces, and just knock them out. And you'll get to that 10 miles, and you'll be better off for it. You'll respect yourself more, and you'll be a motivation to other people. So
Absolutely.
love y'all. Appreciate it. Y'all's time. Nico, shout out to Nico.
Always.
Shout out
man.
to E on the sound. Shout out to Marcus for pulling up. Marcus is going to get on the pod soon. And appreciate y'all's support, man.
Hey,
Clock in.
Clockinapparel.com. Get your merch. It's fire, man. Go get that. Clockinapparel.com.
My shirt just came in.
Yes, sir.
So
And
all
yeah,
the
and
people
if
can
you
see it.
and if you did order a shirt, they're coming. I promise.
Yeah.
It's taking a little while.
Yeah,
but
COVID has kind of impacted the warehouse.
Yeah.
And but we got ours. My little sister got hers. We should have everyone all set. If they ordered in the last couple weeks, they should get their stuff this week.
Yep.
If not, reach out to us. We'll see what we can do. But appreciate y'all's support as always, and we look forward to rapping with y'all next week.
We put in work and here's the proof. What you want?
I'm making moves, punching in.
I'm on it too.
I'm in the gym.
I'm in the stew.
It's hunting season.
Where's the food?
We push each other daily, level up.
Cause that's what brothers do.
Clock in.